Hey guys, my first vlog. The wind is ripping on us right now, but we're in Montana. We're out doing a little shed hunting. All right, we're headed. We just loaded the boat up onto the trailer, went to the gas station. Now we're headed out. We're gonna go put the boat in, see if we can get across the river quick, and then the shed opener opens at noon. We got an hour and a half. We have a little bit of a drive, and we're gonna just go sit in the boat and wait till noon and see if we can go find us some sheds. We're on the water. We're about 2 miles down. I haven't seen any sheds from the river yet. We still have 15 minutes before we can legally get on land. So we're floating down to where we think the honey hole is gonna be, and we'll get off and see what we can find. Hopefully there's some sheds waiting for us. We had somebody drive by the walk-in area, and there's about 200 cars lined up ready to go with horses, ATVs, and everything. So we're hoping the river gives us a little bit of an advantage, but we're stoked, excited to get out, excited to start hiking and see what we can find. Hopefully we find some brown sheds, so stay tuned.
One more minute.
We got 1 more minute. We pulled in, and there's a friggin' elk skull right where we had our pin on Onyx, so maybe it's a good sign. I'm sure it's hard to hear me, the wind's howling. We've been walking for, I don't know, 15 minutes, and there's cars already in front of us, but we haven't found anything, but there's bones, carcasses everywhere, so hopefully we can stumble into a deadhead or some browns. We saw Kyle running out in front of us. We walked through the flats for, I don't know, 20 minutes and didn't pick up any sheds and didn't see anybody else picking up any sheds, so we hiked as fast as we could up to the start of the mountain. We're gonna start hitting this timber edge, getting to the sagebrush. We made it up into this bowl. There's a couple other people in here with us, but nobody has a shed yet. Nobody around us when we got up here has seen any or picked any up, but we're in pretty good sagebrush with some scattered timber. So we're hoping that just a matter of time before we stumble up on something with this sagebrush. So there could be a shed just right there, and I wouldn't be able to see it. So I've kind of slowed down my pace a little bit and scanning a little bit harder and zigzagging through this, hoping that I can stumble into something. Well, walking through the sagebrush, just found my first shed. Nice little one, broken off. We're on the board. Hopefully we can keep finding more. You just stumble into them. The sagebrush is so thick that eventually you just walk up on them and hope that there's enough of them around you can keep finding them. Well, I'm climbing up high now. Still just have my one shed. And there's some elk just through the trees right there. I just saw a glimpse of them walking through. Not really sure where Marcus went. I know I saw him climb this, but I haven't seen him, so hopefully he's got some sheds on his end of the thing. Oh, just passed another guy he's got 2 sheds, and he was, I think, looking for a set because he was pretty frantic walking in circles when I walked up on him. So we're almost to the top, and up on top there's a plateau filled with sagebrush. Just found a fresh kill. There's a skull, and the rest of the body's right there. It's been eaten pretty good. All the stomach remains. I just talked to Marcus on the phone. We finally got service, and he hasn't found anything yet. So just hoping we get into a little honey hole up here. I don't think anybody's in front of us. Most people didn't climb, they kind of side hilled across. And me and Marcus decided to climb up and get into this next bench. So me and Marcus met up in that big sage flat up front. We started side hilling, and He hasn't found anything quite yet. I still just have this one. We started side hilling and found ourselves in some good looking stuff, some big sage flats, aspen groves. So there's sign everywhere. It's just a matter of time if they were in here when they were dropping or not. We're staying a little closer now that we're alone. We haven't seen anybody in quite a while, so we're staying a little bit closer. We're definitely in bear country, so we're just being loud, talking, and found a couple more people up high with us. Still nobody's finding sheds yet, but we have found some awesome, cool looking areas. We got a swampland behind us, beautiful timber. Whether we find sheds or not, this was a sweet hike. So we've put 3.5 on, I think, so far. We're an hour and like 27 minutes in, and we'll just see what happens. We're gonna get up here to kind of a vantage point, have lunch, sit down, glass a little bit, see what we can see, and then we'll hike out towards the truck, towards the boat. So Marcus is over there glassing up black bears.
I feel like odds are better for me to see a black bear right now than any sheds.
Yeah, than finding sheds. We're probably the highest group of people up here, and
came from the lowest too.
And came from the river. Yeah, we came from the lowest. We just decided to hike straight up.
Yeah, we did too. We were just like moths to a flame. We were just like,
the wind finally stopped, which is nice. Just enough of a breeze to cool you off. And now we're sitting here having lunch with this view. Seen some people down there in the sagebrush. Some horses just walked by us right here. The only other shed I saw was on this guy right here, and then way down in the bottom. So I don't know, we might have gone too high, but with a view like this, we can't complain about anything. Stop for a little lunch, refuel, and then hike towards the boat. We just got back to the boat. One shed and a skull for his sister to paint.
7 miles.
7 miles with one shed. But we had a great time, great views, and we got out on the water today, which is really all it's about. Throw the boat back on the river and float to the takeout and relax. Put my feet in the cold water and enjoy it. We're loaded up, had a great day. It's 3:30, 4:30, so we may go on a drive tonight and see if we can find some turkeys or a bear or something, but we had an awesome day. Definitely worth getting out on the water as well as going out and hiking. I think we put on a total of 7 miles by foot and 12 miles by boat. So it was a fun day, and a little sore. Tomorrow's gonna be a little interesting, but
A little ice bath in the morning.
yeah, a little ice bath, hydrate, and we'll be ready to rock and roll again tomorrow. We went for an incredible drive tonight. Haven't seen any bears yet, but just been out taking pictures, enjoying the night. It's been freaking awesome. We're gonna have a sweet sunset over the mountains. Second day here with Marcus. Yesterday we shed hunted and floated the river. Today we decided to drive up into the beautiful mountains, as you can see, and just adventure. We have some products we're gonna film some content with, maybe see a bear. There's a chance we get low enough that we can start shed hunting, but we got pretty high this morning. There's a lot of snow still up here, and the roads are still pretty snowed in, so I don't know if we'll find any sheds, but Found ourselves in a little bit of a predicament. But with the handy dandy moose paddles we found.
We got these moose paddles.
Yeah, good thing we have all these moose paddles. We've dug ourselves out. We've put dirt, trees, rocks in our path, and we're gonna see what happens. And like butter, baby. Like butter. Well, the good part is we have to come back through here, so that'll be a lot of fun. But maybe it'll be melted by the time we get back down here. And yes, we are well aware that those are not moose paddles for you people that are losing their mind.
Don't tell them. Just let them think that we just have moose paddles.
Yeah, we just have moose paddles. We found them, and
People raging over it.
And that, yeah, and that caribou shed right there. This is what this is all about, is getting out, having to be independent, getting unstuck, getting stuck, adventure. That's the lifestyle we live and we love up here, and that's why we wouldn't ask for it any other way. It's what's so fun about the lifestyle me and my buddies get to live, is we don't know what each day is gonna bring, and today brought us having to get trucks unstuck all by ourselves, no cell service. It's just what's fun about this whole adventure. We made it about another half mile and broke through some drifts pretty easily, but I think we found the end of our road. Loaded up with camera equipment, guns, binos, spotters. Gonna hike up here to this saddle, find a lookout point, sit down, glass for a while, have some lunch, see what we see. Well, we peeked over the ridge and found a great glassing spot and just been sitting here hanging out, BSing, looking over all this down here. Back in the truck, headed out. We got through our snow spot. It's a clear road all the way down now. Didn't see anything, had a blast. Just part of hunting, and we didn't go out to find anything specific, so it was still an awesome day. We got out at the perfect time. We got quite the storm brewing. So we're gonna head back, have an awesome dinner. Thanks to Marcus's wife, she's an amazing cook.